Hello everybody, welcome back to the Sarah Myers channel. Now, I know you guys have probably already seen like 20 videos about this from people that are far better at doing these types of news videos than I am. But I just wanted to watch the trailer for the new map coming to TCM, The Mill, with you guys, and provide an analysis of little things that caught my attention and maybe spark an interesting conversation or two. But anyways, let's get into it. Intense violence, blood and gore, strong language. I can't believe it. This definitely looks the most abandoned out of all the maps. I have pre-watched this, by the way, because of course I did. Oh, do you see this gate? This looks like a car battery area. I don't know why. This just has the look of like a gate that you would pick to go into car battery with like the long bridge and everything. Also, if you go back and look at it, that is a long expanse to get through a locked gate. Like if you pick that gate, you better start running because it looks like there is going to be nowhere to go on the other side of it until you get into this area. I mean, this is an overhead view, so maybe it looks bigger in this trailer than it actually will be in game. But yeah, that that does not look very safe. Oh, Devil's River Mill. So here's a mention of Devil's River again. We have gotten mentions of Devil's River before. If you don't know, on Danny's shirt, that DWRG logo, wait, DRWG logo on his shirt actually stands for Devil's River Wolf Girl. And the Devil's River Wolf Girl is, I think it's a cryptid or like a local legend from Devil's River, which is actually a real place down on the South Texas border with Mexico. And I was looking around online, and this seems to be a very popular local legend from the area. So a lot of people have written their own stories and interpretations about it. I saw a couple of things that looked legit. It was kind of difficult to tell if this was just like a story that somebody came up with to entertain people, or if it is actually a cryptid that people actually think that they see and believe in. It was hard to find a lot of information on it because there was just so much stuff that was kind of like bogging up my search results. But I definitely took a look into it for a little while, and it's interesting. You should Google the Devil's River Wolf Girl. It's a little interesting read. The Mill. Yeah, this is definitely the most dilapidated thing that we've seen so far in the game. The most dilapidated map for sure. That is crazy. It almost looks like these windows are up top by the roof, so maybe we won't be able to jump them. If we can, that would be that would be crazy. I feel like it would just instantly put you in an incapacitated state as soon as you hit the bottom. Imagine Hitchhiker trapping this down here so that when you fall all the way down and then you get up, you step in the trap. That would be hilarious. I doubt that's how it's going to work. But hey, there's some windows on Nancy's house that I didn't know you could jump until recently. But there's one in the kitchen that I had no idea you could jump, and somebody did it to me the other day and I was shocked. Oh, there's one of them TVs! That was Johnny's TV! From the man cave! That's interesting. Now, that's a basement door. So if you are up top, are you going to be able to look down and see people running to that door? If you're like Hitchhiker or someone and you got your Leatherface in the basement and you're like, oh, they're over here, they're over here. You could already kind of see, like, there's like slits on the sides of basement doors on certain maps, like on Gas Station and Nancy's house and stuff, where you can see if somebody's on the door. And I do that a lot, where I'll stand at the other side of the door and let the Leatherface know that somebody's running up and is picking it, and he'll go in there and get them, and it's pretty funny. I wonder if we'll be able to do that on this one too. Ooh, the furnace, that's the meat room. That's where they do the meat. This looks kind of like a slaughterhouse. Oh, that's me. That's me on the couch. Oh, that's a well drop down. This looks like a Johnny room. There's just a certain aesthetic to certain areas on the TCM maps that just makes me think that like Johnny spends a lot of time there and hangs out. A big indicator are the bottles of beer and the cigarettes and stuff, the cigarette butts. Oh, and the handprint on the fridge. That also, like the bloody handprint, that just seems like a Johnny thing when he's like getting his hamburger helper out of there. There are actually boxes of off-brand hamburger helper in Johnny's Shack. If you look around, I think people mistakenly thought it was mac and cheese, but it's not. It is the Gun's own version of hamburger helper. You should look around, you'll see it. March 28th, let's go. That's not that far away. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. It has been, my upload schedule gets more sparse between content. Like as we start getting to like a long period, like the end of a long period where we haven't had any content, my upload schedule gets a little bit more sparse. But oh my gosh, I can't wait to get back to like making regular videos and stuff whenever this comes out. Also, I wanted to discuss these newspaper clippings. Yeah, right here, a tragedy strikes. So I was reading these like on the sides, and some of them are kind of hard to make out, but it seems that there was some kind of mill collapse, and it was hard to tell if they were talking about a collapse. Maybe it was two separate collapses, but some kind of collapse at the mill when it was up and running, and now the mill is completely damaged and or completely abandoned and dilapidated. So a teenager was killed at the mill whenever part of it collapsed. And it's interesting that they show like this sewer area here where they're talking about it. I'm thinking maybe it had something to do with like the underground area collapsing in. It kind of looks like this over here too says hidden on the right. It's hard to tell because the text is so blurry, but I'm wondering if maybe whoever made this mill didn't, or whoever, the people that worked at this mill didn't know that there was like this kind of extensive underground area like there are on all the other TCM maps, and maybe that's what caused the collapse, and then they discovered it and then stopped, you know, letting people work here and come in and such. But it seems like it's definitely abandoned now for sure, which will be interesting to see like the family's connection to it. Like why they hanging out at the mill, what they doing. I mean, I can understand why it would be a good place to you know, store unfortunate people that you come across that you need, you know, a place to put. Also, this definitely looks like a basement exit, right? I feel like from a family perspective, the control area on this map for us is going to depend entirely on where the basement exits are. And I mean, I'm assuming that they'll probably be inside the mill, kind of like family house. But then that one, the one that I just showed you back here, this looks like it's outside. Or it could just be an area of the actual building that has caved in and then the sunlight is coming in, but like in order to get out of here, you still have to pick a door and come outside. Oh, and I noticed this too. It seems like there's some kind of safety concerns like within the government or whatever of Devil's River, and that they're thinking of either like tearing down the mill or like completely sectioning it off because they're afraid people are going to go in there and get hurt or something. Which is definitely happening after we get a hold of it, right? But yeah, here it says something about bureaucracy and such and like securing. Maybe that says foundations. But yeah, this mill seems to definitely be a point of contention within the TCM universe. And it makes me wonder just how else it's going to connect to the lore. Why are we here? Why is the family here? Like, did someone from the family own this mill? I'm assuming the tragedy might have had something to do with the family, and maybe they covered it up with a mill collapse. That definitely seems like a very family thing to do. All right, I think that's everything I have for you guys. I watched it. That was pretty much all the stuff that I noticed. It was kind of hard to tell. I was definitely looking for a generator on the way in through that locked gate to see if that was like generator or car battery or neither. Maybe it's a unique escape, kind of like gas station or like Nancy's house where you go up the driveway. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I can't wait. March 28th. I'll see you guys there. Goodbye.